Hi everyone, my name is Kyle and I'm here to talk about A Midsummer Night's Dream, one of Shakespeare's most well-known and well-received comedies. It's a tale of love, magic, and wacky misunderstandings. And a bit of bestiality. This play has a lot going on, which, coupled with Shakespeare's heightened language, can be overwhelming. My goal is to simplify things for you. So, let's get started. Now, Midsummer has oodles of characters, but for brevity's sake, here are the only ones you really need to care about. First are the 4 young Athenian lovers, all full of hormones and feelings and poor life choices. There's the handsome Lysander, the suave Demetrius, the beautiful Hermia, and Helena. Hermia and Lysander are madly in love, but Hermia's father isn't on board, as he's already arranged for her to marry Demetrius, who, of course, is also wildly in love with her. Helena, meanwhile, is obsessively in love with Demetrius, but sadly, nobody loves Helena. Next, we have the fairies living in a forest outside of Athens. There's the fairy queen, Titania, with her many loyal servants, and the fairy king, Oberon, with his one obnoxious sidekick, Puck. The fairy king and queen once ruled together, but have recently split up after what is essentially a custody dispute over a small human child. And finally, we have the Mechanicals, a group of blue-collar workers who have formed a small theater troupe set to perform a play at the wedding of the future Duke and Duchess of Athens. For our purposes, the only one worth mentioning is Nick Bottom, a weaver and a pompous dunce who plays the lead role in the troupe's production. But we'll get to him later. Are you ready for this? Because I'm not sure I am. Hermia disregards her father's wishes and runs off to elope with Lysander. Demetrius, having lost his would-be wife, chases after them, and Helena, being her desperate self, comes along for the ride, and before long the 4 naive lovers find themselves lost in the woods. Meanwhile, Oberon, seeking petty revenge, instructs Puck to enchant Titania with a love potion that will make her fall head over heels for the first thing she lays eyes on. Then, feeling pity after witnessing Helena's failed attempts at courtship, he orders Puck to enchant Demetrius as well. Here's where the fun starts. First, Puck goes to pour some love juice on Demetrius, but whoops! Since he doesn't actually know what Demetrius looks like, he accidentally enchants Lysander instead, who forgets Hermia exists and becomes instantly smitten with Helena. Then, attempting to fix Puck's mistake, Oberon enchants Demetrius as well, meaning that both men have now fallen in love with the once loveless Helena. Unfortunately, this leads to an insulted Helena believing that the men have joined forces to mock her, a furious and love-stricken Lysander and Demetrius ready to fight to the death for Helena's hand, and a jealous and heartbroken Hermia prepared to gouge Helena's eyes out. So yeah, things didn't really go according to plan. On the other hand, phase 2 of Oberon's scheme goes off without a hitch when Titania wakes up and becomes infatuated with Bottom the Weaver. Who, by the way, now has the head of a donkey thanks to Puck. So that happens. Anyway, hijinks are had, laughs are shared, and Oberon runs off with the child. Mission accomplished! Still, there is the problem of the Athenian lovers all trying to murder each other. First, there's Lysander and Demetrius, which Puck solves by disguising his voice and drawing the 2 men as far away from each other as possible. Then there's Helena and Hermia, which Helena solves by being a coward and running away. Satisfied with the results of his scheme and tired of dealing with the Athenians, Oberon puts everyone to sleep, restores Bottom to his normal form, and ensures that the Athenian lovers are all with their proper mates. The play concludes with the wedding of the 2 couples, along with the Duke and Duchess, followed by a hilarious farcical play within a play performed by the Mechanicals, and topped off with a wonderful speech delivered to the audience by Puck. And that about covers it. Hopefully, when you go to read the play, and you will read it, you'll be able to use this video to help keep track of what's what. Thanks for watching, and let me know what other plays you'd like to see abridged.